Hello and welcome back to Brewer's Bastion, your weekly portal to the weird, the wondrous, and the downright terrifying. Make sure to stick around until the end for a free Halloween treat that I've prepared for all of my viewers. With Halloween nearly upon us, we are diving into a duo of monsters that will haunt your players' dreams, and perfect material for a Halloween-themed one-shot. The Maestro and its spectral servants, the Arms Wraiths. These creatures don't just fight your adventurers, they perform, and anyone in their domain is part of the show, whether they like it or not. As your party enters a once grand manor now draped in cobwebs, the moment you step inside, a faint melody seems to echo through the halls. Objects twitch, shadows seem to bend in unnatural ways, and the air grows heavy with dread. Every creak, every note, every spectral movement seems to be part of an elaborate performance, designed to evoke every emotion imaginable, from joy, excitement, and anticipation to sorrow, rage, and hatred. You're part of the Maestro's show now, and this won't be over until you find a way to make it to the curtain call. Although many maestros exist in the world, their origins are as diverse as their artistry. These undead are born from a variety of tragic or obsessive origins. A composer whose final opus consumed their soul, a critic whose bitterness lingered beyond the grave, or a patron so obsessed with grandeur that they clung to the limelight even in death. No matter their origin, every maestro shares the same fate, an eternal need to perform. They animate objects and command spirits, creating a macabre orchestra in ruined theaters, mansions, or castles. Every performance is designed to evoke intense feelings, and the maestro draws power from the emotions of its audience. A maestro's performance usually unfolds in 3 acts. First, the opening. Using traps, illusions, or even bribes, the maestro lures adventurers into its domain. Once there, its disembodied voice echoes through the halls, drawing the party further into the narrative. 2. The rising action. The maestro's ghostly assistants, called Arms Wraiths, are dispatched. Mechanically, these wraiths are low in direct attack power, only CR1, but their ability to possess the party's weapons makes them incredibly disruptive. A party relying on their steel finds themselves at the mercy of these elusive spirits. They can pressure, guide, or subtly manipulate the party. If the adventurers stay on script, the wraiths may even let them pass unharmed, for now. The maestro's domain contains a variety of magical items, traps, or illusions designed to evoke powerful emotions from the party, and it uses the wraiths to ensure that no stone is left unturned in this unfolding drama. Lastly, the finale. Inevitably, the party is forced into a confrontation with the maestro itself. By now, they've been pushed, pulled, and guided into the perfect stage for a climactic showdown, where every weapon, every object, and every spectral servant plays a part. The maestro doesn't just deal damage, it directs the battlefield, using its legendary actions and abilities to turn the environment and the party into instruments of its symphony. At the table, the maestro is a CR11 encounter, a masterful battlefield manipulator. Its animate orchestra ability allows it to cast animate objects as a bonus action, and increases the number of objects it can animate with the spell. While it doesn't deal massive damage on its own, the floating weapons, instruments, and other objects that surround it chip in for tiny hits that really add up over time. Not to mention its ability to bolster its minions with Conductor's Presence and Symphony of Servitude, which together allow it to both increase the weapon's effectiveness and grant them additional attacks. The Maestro isn't without options of their own in combat, of course. For the Maestro, combat is a performance, and its attacks reflect this belief. The Maestro's discordant chord damages and deafens, while its conductor's baton can manipulate adventurers' movements, forcing them to dance to the Maestro's beat. And don't think that its deceptively low 15 AC means you'll be taking this thing out quickly. It can parry attacks using its animated objects, and has a slew of resistances, making it a tough foe to pin down. Combine that with its Arms Wraith minions who can possess the party's weapons, stealing them away mid-combat, and you've got a boss encounter that your players will never forget. If they survive. The Maestro and its Arms Wraiths are more than just monsters. They're a story, a performance, and a challenge to any adventurer who enters their haunted halls. Will your players become willing participants, or will they resist the call of the conductor? If you enjoyed this Halloween special, be sure to like, subscribe, and join the Bastion on Patreon for full access to all of my homebrew stat blocks and lore. As a special treat, the Maestro and Arms Wraith stat blocks are now free on my Patreon for all members, whether you have a paid subscription or a free one. So make sure to jump on over to Patreon to get the free stat blocks so you can run these creatures in your next campaign or one-shot. That's the end of today's show. Until next time, may your wit be as sharp as your sword.